caught up in Monster Hunter. I Monster Hunter Sunbreak is coming out this Wednesday, and I'm sitting here looking at my PC save file, being like, just broke into high rank, going like, oh wow, I'm literally not going to be able to play this Monster Hunter game at all because it's a expansion content that would take place after the end of the campaign that I'm playing. Fuck, what do I do? So I had a stream, and it had people show up to carry me a little bit, and it's really weird. I was sitting there, and I turned on Monster Hunter Rise, and my game like glitched out a little bit or something. Like there was something on my screen, and I tried to click it off, and it filled my inventory with 500 of every monster part. And like thousands of armor spheres and like infinite money. It was pretty fortuitous, but like I don't know how that happened.
Okay. Okay.
And
I was just about to ask a question.
Yeah?
I was just about to ask. I was going to say, now hold on a minute.
It was a really peculiar glitch.
Didn't you just start Dragon's Dogma a minute ago? And
yeah.
In the switching, like, do you switch off like often, but then eventually hit credits, or do you just like, or is that just going to go until you're like, we'll switch to another thing, and you till you feel like
right
thing?
now, I'm polishing off BioShock, and then Dragon's Dogma, and the new iSomnium files. So right now, I'm actually playing like 4 or 5 things.
Right,
it's just like one a day.
Right. Now, so when you bring in something into the mix, like a Monster Hunter, which requires extensive
Sunbreak, it's not going to be long term. It's just going to be probably the day of its release, and maybe a week after, or the week after that.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, no. So it was really strange. So like, I was able to fight monsters and then just make their armor right away because I had all the parts. I don't know. I don't know how it happened. I mean, I was looking. I was looking at the Monster Hunter Nexus top mods to see if I could find any answers there, but I couldn't.
How do the do the servers care about any sort of?
So it's funny. It looks like the way that it bugged out was that even if you somehow get all of the items possible, that the game won't do anything to your account. It'll just delete impossible items.
Huh. Okay. Okay. It just takes them away.
So,
doesn't
so if your game horribly glitched out and like created like a bunch of super powered charms that don't pass sanity checks, it would just delete them and go, that's not possible. It doesn't pass the sanity check. So it's really nice that they have a lot of leeway, considering that the game can occasionally bug out and just give you all of the items and money and hunter points.
And those things are real things, so you're allowed to keep those things if you happen to run into those.
You
bugs.
could get those. You could get those legitimately. Yeah, normally.
Interesting.
Yeah, somebody in chat points out there's a message that's on the Monster Hunter Nexus right now that says make sure to delete illegal items in your box right now because the Sunbreak comes out. It could break, which is really important because if you're trying to troubleshoot the bug with an app that you would download, there would be a button that says add illegal items, and you would make sure not to click that while troubleshooting.
Man, I tell you, there aren't many circumstances I can think of where that's the road I would go down, but there are some curiosities where I look at, for example, I don't know, like Warframe, and I kind of go, you know what? I would not mind feeling something completely maxed out to know exactly what that feels like before committing all the way in and spending all the time. Like, I would definitely enjoy knowing what I'm in for, and then taking it and then turning it off, take it away.
Well, Warframe in particular has a solution for you, Wooly. It's called $60 to $100.
To unlock the stuff, but like, don't you still have to like also spend the time to like get the rest of?
Yeah, it's like an hour. It's like that.
Oh, okay. So you just buy it and then...
Unlocking the stuff is the time-consuming stuff in Warframe.
I see. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah.
No 10-minute rentals.
No.
Okay.
I was going through Monster Hunter Rise, and I had never actually gotten to the end. I got most of the way through on the Switch version, and then got about halfway through on the PC version, and discovered that Monster Hunter Rise originally ended with a wet fart, especially compared to your average Monster Hunter game. It shipped with no ending, and then they added the final boss in later in a patch.
Do you mean the fake ending that you get before you start the proper like hard
Nope.
stuff? Or...
I mean, you get to the end of every quest in the game, and it just goes, "Wow, I wonder where the monster went."
Damn.
And then they added in the final boss for real as a DLC, a free DLC in a patch like 3 months later, and like as if it was new content. Now, to be fair, they have also put out like hundreds of event quests, like some of like the most event quests of like any Monster Hunter. Like, do you want to be Okami? Do you want your cat to be Sonic? Do you want Universal Studios Japan fucking shit all over your character? Do you want Teostra added to the game? Do you want Kushala added to the game? So they added a lot. But yeah, no, when it originally came out, yeah, it ended like shit. And luckily Sunbreak is soon, and Sunbreak, the expansions always end with a bang, and there's lots of content at the end of it, and yada yada. But Monster Hunter Rise in its original form for quite a while really doesn't feel finished. You just kind of fly through a lot of the monsters, and then you're done.
So since my experience is limited to world,
To the world, yeah.
The sequence you get with the end of story mode there, you beat it, and then you start going into the high rank stuff. Is there another exclusive like Kirby-like escalation to a final boss?
Yeah, there is. There is. You fight the final boss, and so I really mean this. Every single Monster Hunter game has the exact same story and exact same progression over and over and over. It is always the village, and in games in which the village and the Gathering Hub quests are the same, they're the same. In ones in which they're different, it's like, okay, do the story mode. All right, there's the flagship guy. You're going to fight the flagship guy, and you're going to repel the flagship. You're not going to beat him. So in your case, it would be Nergigante. You met Nergigante. Oh, wow, he's crazy. Oh, he's going to fly away. Oh, wow, he was really tough. Then you're going to actually fight the flagship. Then you're going to kill the flagship, right? Then someone's going to come out and go, wow, dude, the flagship monster was actually just pissed off because of that fucking thing. Right? And then that fucking thing is your final boss, at which point you kill it. Then the expansion comes out, and the expansion goes, wow, did you know that fucking thing was actually waking up due to some other ecological thing that happens to take place in a new zone? And then you go to the new zone, and wow, there's a new flagship, because there's always a new flagship for the expansion.
Okay.
Wow, the new flagship monster is actually really mad because of that fucking thing over there. And here's your new final boss. And so you go fight your new final boss, and you're like, wow, we solved the ecological catastrophe. But wait, that's weird. something even weirder is out there. But you need to hit hunter rank 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 in order to find out what is making the other animals very upset. And it, like, over and over and over and over.
Okay.
Every single in Monster Hunter 1, Rathalos is fucking up the ecosystem. In Monster Hunter 2, Tigrex is fucking up the ecosystem. In Monster Hunter 3, Lagiacrus is fucking it up because Ciadius is fucking it up. In Monster Hunter 4, Gormagala is fucking it up. In Monster Hunter 5, which is World, Nergigante is fucking it up. No, wait, it's Xeno'jiiva. No, wait. It's Zora Magdaros. No, wait, it's Nergigante. No, wait, it's Xeno'jiiva. No, wait, it's Valstrax. No, wait, it's the fucking rock guy. No, wait, it was Nergigante. No, wait, it was Safajiva. Like, it's the same fucking thing over and over and over and over. And in Monster Hunter Rise, when that game came out, you fought Magnamalo, who's the flagship, and you go, wait, the problem is actually the Thunder Dragon. And then you fight the Thunder Dragon, and the Thunder Dragon leaves, and then the game ends. And then you only actually get to fight the Thunder Dragon for real after getting to, like, Hunter rank 50,
So
which
that's the
is
first
not
time-
how it's ever been done.
Yeah, that's the
So
first time.
I'm going to
just
go into
got nothing.
Sunbreak without fighting
Okay.
the final boss. And then I'm going to naturally get that Hunter rank up and then go back into old baby content to fight the final boss for the first time. It's weird. It's weird.
But at
We're
the
looking
same
at
time,
Sunbreak coming out. Malzeno is a vampire. Oh, man, he's probably going to fuck up the ecosystem. But wait, the reason why he's out hunting is because there's a bigger Elder Dragon that's evil.
what I'm hearing is, okay, but who cares whether you actually did it or not? Because it obviously doesn't really matter. And it's an
That's
excuse to get some cool gear.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so.
So what I'm describing to you is why when Monster Hunter World came out, people who had been playing that series for a long time were like, who gives a shit about these fucking cutscenes? Why am I not able to load into a room with my friends before seeing them? Who cares?
Right.
You're just gonna tell me that it's the ecosystem, it's the underwater earthquakes, it's the frenzy virus, it's the fucking bioenergy, which is the one that you saw, it's the fucking rampage, it's the fucking who gives a shit.
I'm mentally preparing to have to run through 3 blocks of fucking World Tour in Street Fighter 6 to get to the Versus building for locals.
Oh.
I'm prepared. I'm already prepared. You're gonna have to run through not Southtown, Metro City, and then make a right at the
Same
boxing
thing,
gym.
whatever.
And then there's gonna be the Versus mode building that you walk into. Yeah.
Also, since I finally got to Thunder Dragon Narwa after all this time, I have to say, one of the ugliest, shitty-looking final boss designs in a Monster Hunter game ever. No question. It has a flotation sack between its legs that looks like you're spending the whole fucking fight beating up its giant, ugly pussy.
What monster is this?
Fucking Thunder Dragon Narwa.
All right. Let's see what it says here.
Fucking, I will get the photo.
Oh, that's chubby. Oh, I see it. Ew. Yeah, okay.
You see it?
I see it.
What I'm fucking... Like, you are just beating up its fat pussy as a weak spot.
The bottom half of that's not great. That's not good. Is it soft?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Alternatively, it's an egg sac, so you're beating up its, like, pregnant belly.
Isn't botching a final monster design like botching one of the legendary cover Pokemon? Like, isn't it like the most important thing to not like make it look kind of lame?
And Pokemon's a great comparison point, Woolie, because Pokemon is not about the legendaries. It's about the starter. Monster Hunter is not about the final boss. It's about the flagship. Xeno'jiiva's cool, but Nergigante's what matters.
Okay. Flagship is in like the titular.
The monster on the box.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So like even if the final actual boss of Sunbreak is complete trash, Malzeno is fucking cool. So it'll be fine.
What's
because
on the box?
you're gonna fight the flagship about 100 times more often than you fight the final boss.
Okay. Okay. I suppose that's why Zora Magdaros is not playable in Teppen,
Who cares?
but Nergigante and Rathian are.
Yeah, and that's why when they go, hey, motherfuckers, here's who's coming back for the next game, your favorites, the first ones to get picked are always the old flagships. Hey, Mizutsune and Gormagala and Steve. Good old Steve. It's coming back. A character who's been called Steve for so long, I don't know why people call the monster Steve. Its name is Seragios. But people call it fucking Steve.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Oh, when they bring back an old boss that's a classic and they drop it in a game like Rise where there's all these crazy new things you can do, like riding on your dog,
yeah,
you're getting an updated version of that.
You're
boss
getting an
fight.
update, yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, they have to. So, Monster Hunter GU is a really, really good example of this. So, Monster Hunter GU has the most monsters of any game. It has, I think it's like over 100. It's crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It brings in tons of old monsters
it's the final
that hadn't
celebration
been seen in years
before the reset.
Yeah, and some of them received no updates at all. So, like, you'll go up against something that's last appearance was like 8 years ago, and you're like, fuck, wow, this thing has fucking 2 moves.
Mm-hmm.
It's got shit.
Dropping Demon Souls bosses as is into Elden Ring.
Yeah, no, you'd beat their fucking asses in a second.
Yeah, okay.
There's like people are pointing out, it's like Gravios. Gravios sucks. The reason why Gravios sucks is because he has no move list. He's just super. He all your shit always bounces, and he can do the fucking fire breath and the roll and the tail swipe, and that's it. Fuck Gravios. Game's better when you take him out. Fucking piece of shit. Rock monster. I hate him. Anyway, Rise is a lot of fun. They're gonna add a lot. They're gonna add more. They're gonna add more moves, which is the big thing for Sunbreak. Not even the monsters, is they're adding another entire set of moves to everything. So you had the Wirebug moves, right?
You talking about your moves?
No, character moves.
Oh shit. Okay.
So every Monster Hunter ever comes out and you get new moves. Rise added by far the most because it also had those Wirebug moves where you're using your meter to fucking do cool shit. They're adding new Wirebug moves. They're adding new actual button combinations, and they're adding the ability to switch isms between one set of controls and another.
Okay.
So hey, this is great sword with True Charge Slash and a counter. Well, this is great sword with Rage Slash and the dash, and you just hit a button to switch between the two at will.
Okay. Would you prefer that or like a new weapon entirely?
So here's how I feel it's going to go. We are going to get that, and then next time we're going to get a new weapon and lose half these moves. We're going to lose all the shitty ones, and they're going to incorporate all the good ones into the actual moveset. Because that's how they do. They have the weird hyper game where you get a million fucking weirdo superpowered shit. and then they tone down a bunch of them so that they become part of an overall larger move set. And then you have the weird hyper game.
Sounds Kirby-like again with the way the movesets change over time. Yeah, interesting. Okay.